Hello! And we are live with a scheduled 5:30 p.m. live stream on Friday. So I'm going to let me see here. I'm going to show you what I have been working on for my next Minecraft video. And then we will make some more of my Pokemon for my 151 Pokemon challenge. So far, I have already made 28 out of the 151 Kanto starters. I have a whole stack of them here. Check out this beautiful stack. I'll give you a closer look at what we made last week, and hopefully this week we will make something cool again. Alright, let's see, who will we be making today? I have my random Pokemon generator out. Who do you think we will be making? Any guesses? I am really hoping I can get, let's see, maybe a fire type today. What do you think? Fire type? There aren't a lot of fire types in the Kanto region, I think. Just not another normal type, please. All right, let's hope for a fire type or a water type. Fire or water, fire or water. Alright, let's generate our random Pokemon. Oh, hey, Sherry Echo. Welcome to the stream. Let's generate our random Pokemon and see who we will be making today. Gastly. Oh my gosh, another purpley one. I have so many purple Pokemon already. Okay. Ghost type today. That's pretty cool too. Gastly is a cool Pokemon. So, that means we'll be making Gengar. Okay, let's bring out the pictures. We'll be making Gengar, Haunter. I'll prepare. Okay, that's a pretty cool one though. A lot of people love Gengar. So let me bring out Gastly first. Hey Tony! Going well, how are you doing? We're going to be making a pretty cool Pokemon. Today we're doing Gastly and its evolutions, so that will be Gastly, Haunter, Gengar. Haunter is actually part of my 6 Pokemon that I used to play the entire Pokemon Pearl game. Like, that was my team. Haunter, Medicham, I had Infernape, Roserade. Who else? Chatot, randomly. Machoke. So Haunter has a special place in my heart, and I didn't evolve it into Gengar because for Pokemon Pearl you needed to trade it with somebody in order to get it, so I could never evolve my Haunter. Hi Jay Lindsay from Kansas. Wow, hello. Hello from Toronto. Alright, we got our beautiful ghost type Pokemon here. And then at the end of the stream, if you're able to stay that long, I'll be opening up this Japanese pack of Cyber Judge Pokemon cards. There's only 5 in here, but I've never opened up Japanese packs before, and it'll be very fun. So I just wanted to show very quickly before we begin, this is the next Minecraft project that I will be making a tutorial on. It's a piglin. You may have seen it in the Minecraft movie a lot. Oh, Licky Tongue is your favorite. Oh, that's great. You know, I saw this really great post online that said every Pokemon is somebody's favorite Pokemon. So even the Pokemon that I don't think are very cool, it must be somebody's favorite. All right, let me. Oh, Gastly is actually. He has a very nice purple outline, so I don't need black right now. I need purple. Let me bring out my purple palette. So we've got. I think I'm gonna go with this purple here with this to fill it in. I don't like this song right now. Let me play a different song. Let's try. Are you guys doing anything for Easter? It is Easter weekend. Let's see, which songs shall I pick? Ooh, this one sounds very Pokemon-y. Okay. Do you guys hear the music? I know Mudkip isn't one of the 151 original, but it's my favorite. Oh, I love Mudkip too. Mudkip is so cute. My brother especially seems to really like Mudkip as well. I pulled a few. I think I pulled a Mudkip card when I opened up some Pokemon packs before on the stream. Yeah, that's a great water starter. I know this isn't exactly the same purple as the one you see on this Gastly, but we will go with it. Oh, how long did it take me to design the piglin? It took me maybe how long? Maybe a full day. I think I did it in the evening. Like maybe let's just say 1 or 2 days, yeah. But I didn't spend like too many hours on it. Because the piglin is actually, it's really easy to design since it's based off of my old zombie. So I had my zombie figure here, and it's pretty much the same. Like the body, it's the same. The head just took a little bit of time to figure out because that one's different. But it was pretty fast to make. So once I finish that tutorial, I hope to see an army of piglins. If you can share your recreations, I would love to see your piglin. I'm hoping to release that video tomorrow. I just have to finish editing, make a thumbnail, and then it'll be out hopefully tomorrow. And Perler fun, hi, I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm having a pretty good Easter holiday so far because finally I have a break. I didn't have to work today because it's Good Friday. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't have to work either. It's not my Saturday shift. And then Sunday, it's also a holiday. Library's closed. And Monday, well, Monday's technically a holiday too, but I still have to work that shift. But overall, still, it's a few days of time for myself so I can work on projects, I can relax a bit. Any advice on making thumbnails? Honestly, I don't even know how to make good thumbnails really, because I feel like nowadays on YouTube, the thumbnail is what determines if people will even watch your videos, and it's really hard to get people to want to click it. I don't really like too clickbaity things, but that's just what works now on YouTube. And having super bright colors. Some people are using AI as well to make their thumbnails, and I just think it doesn't look real, you know? So I would try to stay authentic with your thumbnails, but of course you should like make sure it's a very clear picture. Make sure it's not too dark, it's bright enough so people can see what you're even showing in your thumbnail. I don't know. I don't know how to get people's attention with my thumbnails that much. My thumbnails are awesome, oh thanks. I'm trying to make it more interesting looking, but it's so hard. Yeah, just try to make it clean and like not too many words everywhere, so that people can just tell right away what the subject is. Sometimes some of my thumbnails I don't even put words, but the ones I do for Minecraft, I'll just put like a big Minecraft animal and then try to show it. I don't know, I should learn from the big guns how they do their thumbnails and grab people's attention. Oh, especially like with if you put your face in it a lot, I think those can be really effective. But I see a lot of thumbnails where it's like people making like a or like a like some a funny face. I don't know. I'm too shy to do like a crazy face like like I don't think that would work for me. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5. I guess it also depends what kind of videos you make. If you're making craft videos, make sure you're showing your craft very clearly so people know what you're making. If you're making gaming videos, I don't know how to make. I haven't really made many gaming. I haven't made gaming videos, so I don't know how those videos get people's attention. Maybe like show a cool clip of you doing something in the game. Yeah. Just try, and also like with YouTube now, you can do thumbnail testing, A/B testing. Sometimes if you see a YouTuber, like a YouTuber's video in your subscription feed, and you don't watch it, but you come back to YouTube later on and you see that their thumbnail is something completely different, that's them doing A/B testing. So they're testing out different thumbnails to see which one you'll click. And I've done that before too. I've made 2 thumbnails for some videos. I've posted both of them, and then YouTube will give me some data to tell me which thumbnail is more effective. It'll tell me which one has more percentage of people watching for a longer time. So if you have a YouTube channel, you can do those kind of tests to to see what works. It would be funny though, it would be an insta click if I saw that. Oh, if I did like those funny faces. I don't know. I remember one time I asked my brother to help me take a picture for the thumbnail. And I was like, and he's like, what are you doing with your face? And I was like, I'm trying to make a cool thumbnail. He's like, why are you doing that with your face? And I was like, oh. He was like, what are you doing? I just like to do a normal smile. Just, geez, look, this is what I made. I really like, if you guys know Sophia Nygaard, she's a YouTuber who I loved watching. Back in like before the pandemic, like she made so many videos back then. And when she did some travel videos and like testing videos, she still makes them. I just haven't seen a lot of her videos recently, but she just makes a nice smiley. She's just in the middle and smiling, like something natural. One, two. Oh, please, Gastly, what did I do wrong? Please tell me. 2. What? Hold on. Let me see. I really want to not mess up on these, but I always do somehow. So this is supposed to go up a bit, like so. And this goes here. I don't know. 2. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There we go. That is Gastly's little head. Now I'll fill the outside first with the purples. This nice lavender purple. It's always the corners that mess you up too, yeah. But we get it. In the end, we'll find that one missing bead that was displaced. So last stream, last Friday, I made an Electabuzz and a Magmar. Here they are. I'll show you really quick. Here's Magmar and Electabuzz. Very cute, very nice. And for that stream, I was kind of in a rush too, because I had to go to a concert later that evening, and I went to the Avatar: The Last Airbender orchestral, I guess, symphonic concert. So they played all of the music that you hear in the background for the episodes in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it was so good, guys. It sounded just like in the show. Like they would play certain scenes from Avatar on a projector, and you would hear all of the instruments, and especially like the Asian instruments that are in the soundtrack. You could hear everything, even the singing. There's like a background choir, and it was so good. I went with my friend because originally I was gonna go with my brother, but he couldn't make it, so I brought a friend who also likes Avatar. And I didn't even remember where which seats I got, but when I got to the concert hall, which is it was Meridian Hall in downtown Toronto, I first went upstairs because I thought I had seats with partial viewing. And I was like, oh, I probably got the partial viewing seats because I'm just listening to it anyway. It's not like I'm looking at anything. Then when I went upstairs to the balcony seats, they're like, oh no, your seats are downstairs. You gotta go downstairs. So my friend and I went down, and then when I showed the I forgot what they're called, the person helping with people finding the seats, the ushers. When I showed the usher my ticket, they're like, oh yeah, just go all the way down and to the left. And I'm like, what do you mean all the way down? Did I buy tickets that were that close to the stage? So we walked down, passing rows and rows of seats, and then we were just like 10 feet away from the stage. And then we sat down, and I'm like, what? When did I get tickets that were this close to the stage? But that was great, because then I could see the instruments that they were playing. One of the musicians was actually on the original soundtrack. She was one of the musicians who recorded the music that eventually went on the show. So that was really cool to see her performing live. And overall, the Avatar concert was just, it brought back so many memories from my favorite childhood show. And yeah, I think it was so good to listen to it live. It's very different listening to these type of symphonic concerts, especially because I'm in band myself, so I'm always hearing music from the stage. I don't ever hear myself playing. So I thought it was really cool just going to see an orchestra playing some of my favorite childhood soundtracks. Oh, let me show you what I got too. Check it out. Avatar: The Last Airbender in concert. It's really cool. Art of Aang. And then it was like $15 for this magnet. It's like the cheapest souvenir. Everything else was kind of expensive for me, so I just bought the magnet. Alright, now let's get some dark gray. C90. Yeah, so that's what I did last Friday after the stream. I would definitely recommend going to these type of these soundtrack concerts. The next one I'm gonna go to is a Naruto concert. So they're gonna play the soundtrack from the original Naruto series, not Naruto Shippuden, just Naruto. That will be really cool too. That one I'm excited to see the electric guitar parts, because I'm sure that there are some songs from the OST that have some heavy guitar. Were the prices not that expensive for front row tickets? Actually, I didn't think they were. Because I don't have any clue what is considered expensive for concert tickets. Like $90, maybe. I didn't think that was expensive, so I think I just bought that. And then, because $90 to listen to 2.5 hours of live music, I think that's a fair price. That's like, yeah, I really value these type of performances, so Is $90 considered expensive for one of those? Well, for my own concerts that my band does, it's like $30. So, like that's I considered that expensive because we're like not even professionals or anything. But actually, it's a pretty fair price. But this is Avatar. This is like it's a good band up there. They're professionals, so I think I paid like $90. But yeah, I told my friend that I forgot how much the tickets cost because I didn't want him to pay me back. So I think it was like that. Like maybe it was no, I think it was like maybe it was 70, but then Ticketmaster has all those fees and stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna see the Ado concert in LA, and I don't know if we're expensive. They were $150. Oh, Ado. What's Ado? I don't think I've heard of that before. But they were $150. Yeah. See, like I really don't know how concert tickets should be. Like for BTS, that was my first ever concert experience, was seeing BTS in Hamilton, Ontario, back in 2018. I paid $200, and then I was like really high up on the bleachers. Like it wasn't even, I don't know, they were called nosebleed seats or something, but it wasn't that nosebleed, but $200. And I think that was worth it because I got to see BTS before everything, before the pandemic. Because then after that concert, they just never came back to Canada. They were supposed to. So yeah, $200 for BTS. I also paid like $150 for Naruto. So I think like $150 is a pretty standard price, I guess. I really don't know. I mean, yeah, it is kind of for one performance. I don't know. I have to compare it with all of the concerts that I've been to. I've also seen Conan Gray in concert. So that was also downtown Toronto on the Budweiser stage, which is a really cool venue if anyone's ever been there. But yeah, I don't know, music, to listen to a live performance, I think that's just for the experience itself, I think that's worth it. Anything is better than Taylor Swift tickets that people were trying to resell for like $10,000. Anything is better than that. Because I never got to see Taylor in concert, unfortunately. So $150 is not too bad. Ooh. I think this Gastly is coming together very nicely. We just need red. I'm actually very curious. What's ADO? Ado. Ado, Japanese singer and songwriter. Oh, Ado is coming to Toronto too. Scotiabank Arena. Ado. Do I know them? I gotta give them a listen. That's something I want to experience too. A Japanese artist concert. J-pop. I would love to see what's the Asian Kung Fu Generation. That's who I would love to see in concert. Who else? Eve. If you know Eve, their stuff is really good. Who else is there? Fujikaze. I think he's coming to Toronto too, but I didn't get any tickets. Oh. I'll go listen. I will definitely listen to some songs later. Okay, I'm gonna get some lighter purple to fill in Gastly's mouth. I think this one should work quite nicely. By the way, do you hear any background music that I'm playing right now? I always play it super quiet, but I can never tell if anyone can actually hear it. Alright, that's it for the purples. Now the rest will be white with some very light grays. Rule is my favorite song because the music was made by another song producer called Martu. Oh, okay, thank you for the recommendations. Yeah, I love getting music recommendations. I think last time it was because of somebody from the stream who introduced me to the Dun Da Dun theme song. I love that song. That's a pretty cool song. I'm also, I don't know if I said, or if you know, but I'm going to Japan in May. So like in less than a month, I'll be back in Japan. And I've been looking at what I want to do there. So last week I woke up at 5 a.m. for 2 different days. The first day I woke up at 5 a.m. was to book the Kirby Cafe, which is in Tokyo. It's by the Tokyo Skytree or Tower. I don't know. It's by one of the towers. So that's really exciting because I booked it in like 2 minutes. I got a spot for my brother and I. And I thought it was going to be so hard, but it went so smoothly. So I was very pleased with Kirby Cafe being booked. And then so if you've ever tried to book cafes in Japan, it's a very difficult process. You have to really fight to try to get in or get through to the booking system. Kirby Cafe, you have to wait, like you have to book it 1 month in advance, and it's on the 10th of each month. So on April 10th, I woke up at 5 a.m. and tried to access their website. I got through, and when you're on their site, you'll see every single day for the next month and the times that you can book. So you only have one shot. You only have that one day to try to book for the entire month of May. So I booked I don't remember which day, but I got it booked and it went through in 2 minutes. I was so shocked. I was like, how did I book it so easily? It was so hard to do it last year for Pokemon Cafe. But I did it. I did Kirby Cafe, so I'm very happy that we will be going to the Kirby Cafe in May. I definitely want to vlog that. And then for a whole month for a cafe is crazy, but Kirby is worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it. I'm so glad I did it in advance and got in. And it's the same thing with Pokemon Cafe, but slightly a little bit of a different process. So with Pokemon Cafe, I just booked that a few days ago. That one, same thing. You wake up at I woke up 5 a.m., but really you have to book it 6 p.m. Japan Standard Time. Hold on, let me see. I need to give Gastly's, because Gastly has a few extra little squares around here. Yeah, so for Pokemon Cafe, you can book it 31 days in advance for the day that you want to go. So let's say you want to go May 20th, right? So you gotta book it 31 days in advance. So that might be like April 19th. I don't know exactly, but just an example. So I woke up 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Japan Standard Time. And then when I clicked, I click it right when it hits 6 p.m. Japan Standard Time, to the second. I had to click refresh to get onto the booking page. But then I ran into a big problem, which was I had to go through this confirm that you're not a robot procedure. So that took away a few seconds of my time. And then when I got through to the booking system, it was like, oh, the site's too congested. So I kept refreshing and refreshing. And then once I actually got through, it showed everything was sold out. Everything was booked. So great. I couldn't get into Pokemon Cafe. The first try, I couldn't do it. But that's okay, because what I learned from my last year's experience at Pokemon Cafe is that every 20 minutes on the Pokemon Cafe website, if you didn't get in right when it hit 6 p.m. Japan Standard Time, then you wait 20 minutes. So at 6:20 JST, you can try entering the system again. So I waited 20 minutes, right down to the second, and tried to get in again. And this time, as I refreshed, I saw that there were a few openings. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta click on the time. So I clicked it, and again, it said, site is too congested. Please refresh. So refresh. And then it took me back to the beginning. Didn't get a spot. Dang it. So you would think, all right, well, I guess it's sold out. But no. I waited another 20 minutes. So 6:40 p.m. JST, which is my time, 5:40 a.m. I tried again. Tried to enter the booking site. And this time, it showed a whole bunch more slots that you could pick. So I clicked a 6 p.m. time slot right away. And then it said site congested. Please refresh. And I was like, no, not again. And I just kept refreshing. But this time it let me go through, and I put in my name, I put in all my info. I had to put in my name in hiragana, so I had to translate my name into Japanese. And then I got in. I was able to book it for the day I wanted in May. So it took a lot of effort. It's really random if you ever try to book these things, these cafes. Alright, so here's Gastly. All done. Now we will work on Haunter. Oh, this is going to be a long stream. But yeah, if any of you guys are ever curious about how to book cafes in Japan, I now have experience with Kirby Cafe and 2 times experience with Pokemon Cafe. I think I'm pretty good at booking these cafes now. Although I do wish they made it a bit easier for us foreigners. And thankfully, I can read a little bit of hiragana, katakana, so I was able to at least not be completely lost when I was on these booking sites. Alright, Haunter is gonna need another... Haunter's gonna have a nice black outline. Alright. Haunter was my go-to ghost type. Oops. In Pokemon Pearl. I don't know why I chose Haunter. Like, when I played Pokemon, I really had no strategy whatsoever. I mean, Chatot was in my team, and the only reason Chatot was in my team was because I taught Chatot to use Fly. So he was my only form of transportation in the Pokemon game. And then whenever we flew over to the gyms, I just never bothered to switch him out with another Pokemon, because I felt like my Infernape carried the whole team. He had Flame Wheel. He had, I don't know, he was really good. He had Mach. Wait, no, did he have Mach Punch? I don't remember. But he did everything in Pokemon Pearl for me, so... Hi, Bridazel! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Booking is so stressful. The Addo one just had a queue and people were randomly chosen, so getting to was just luck. Yeah, booking things, it's so difficult. I think especially the problem nowadays, it's not even fans who are trying to get these tickets. It's the scalpers. I think there's so many scalpers these days. Like, this is their way of earning monies to try to get tickets and then upsell them. I feel like that wasn't a problem in the past, but it's so prevalent now. Like, it just makes things harder for everyone. So I'm glad you got the tickets though. You must have been so happy. Like when I got my BTS tickets back in 2018, that was also pure luck. I just looked online the night before the concert, and then they had some for sale. It wasn't even a resale ticket. They just had new ones up. So I was very lucky with my BTS tickets. And then Taylor Swift, that one was also, you had to be lucky. And my friends and I were not lucky at all. We pre-registered to try to get Taylor Swift tickets and did not get a single code for us to get the early access. Are you guys doing anything for Easter? I don't really celebrate Easter in that way. Like when I was a kid, I did the Easter egg hunts. Like I loved doing that. I loved trying to find the eggs. Like that was my way of celebrating Easter. And I told my parents, I'm like, oh, can you fill the eggs up with coins instead of chocolates and candy? So then they like found these quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, and then I helped fill all of them up and told them to hide it so that my brother and I could find them the next day. And then I think sometimes we got like a big cake with a rabbit on it. Like that's how we celebrated Easter. More of like a just for fun thing. But I'm not entirely sure how people usually celebrate it. Because my supervisor, he's a really religious guy, so I'm sure he's celebrating it somehow with his family. But definitely for me, I'm more of a commercialized holiday celebrator. Same thing with Christmas. Easter was fun when I was younger, but I don't know what to do now. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, now it's just a few days off, so I don't even know. Well, actually, at the library yesterday, I was sitting at the children's desk, and then this little girl comes up to me, and she's like, "Can you help me with the scavenger hunt?" Because at public libraries, a lot of them, they prepare scavenger hunts and activities for children that they can do passively, like on their own. So our library had this Easter egg hunt, scavenger hunt that we prepared for these kids. And then on the piece of paper, the kid has to figure out how many Easter eggs are hidden in the library. So she found like 10 of them already. And I was like, oh, okay, let me take a look at the answer sheet to see if I can give you a hint. And then I see on the answer sheet, there's like more than 17 eggs hidden in the library. And I was like, oh my god, like how am I supposed to know where all of them are? So I walked around the library with this kid trying to find the last eggs with her. And she's like, no, I already found that one. I already found this one. And then I had no clue where the eggs were. So I was just searching everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, what if I can't find this? Because you know, with kids, like they have to find the last one. They have to know to complete their game. So I was just like, oh, maybe I didn't count this one yet, right? Maybe it was this one I didn't count. On one of the shelves, and she's like, okay, like she's pretty chill. She didn't have to find the very last one. But I was like, 18. Who decided there'd be 18 eggs around the library? There's so many. I thought maybe 10 would be enough. But that was really fun. Like I had a lot of fun trying to find the Easter eggs with her. I also had a meeting with the manager of the library yesterday, and because I'm still pretty new, so she has to check in on me every month, see how I'm doing. For some reason, she always asks me if I'm bored. She's like, are you bored yet? And I'm like, what? I don't think it's boring. I don't think working at a library is boring. It's actually really exciting. There's always something new every day. You can create different programs. You can interact with the community. You can help people in your community, help people learn, create arts and crafts that you can get people to do. So I think it's really fun. I haven't been bored yet. I actually really like how chill a library job is, because it's not super stressful with tight deadlines and like managers having to evaluate you on how much you're helping to increase shareholder revenue. And now it's more of a like you're helping the community, you're helping people find their books, you're also learning yourself about different topics, different ideas. So working at a library, I would recommend doing that. And luckily for me, I didn't even need a library degree to work at a library. I just have a bachelor's degree in science. And they were like, okay, that's good. So I'm very lucky to have my library job. But who knows what will be next, you know? Alright, let me get a darker gray for Hunter. I want one that looks almost like it's black. Another thing I learned yesterday while working at the library was a lot of kids' games these days that they can get for free online. Like some of them, like there are some good ones. There are some good sites that I see these kids playing on. But I saw one kid playing a Minecraft emulator thing. It's because I was like, how are you playing Minecraft on our library computers? And then she showed me this website. And then, like when it prompts you to download the game so that it starts up on the browser, there's like this really creepy smiley face on it as it loads. And I'm like, what is this? But then, once that does load, Minecraft is there. Like, it's technically like not the original Minecraft game, but it's there on a website. And I'm like, is this safe? I don't know. Like, I hope it's not downloading viruses onto the library computers, but it seems like a lot of kids know it. And then another website that I know a lot of kids play on is called Poke Games. That one has a lot of app-style games like Jetpack Joyride and Subway Surfer, Temple Run, those kind of things. But I am looking for more websites with educational games that maybe I could recommend to these kids that go to the library. Because I don't think we were trained on those type of topics. Oh, hi, Adam. Thank you for hopping on. Hope you have a good night. Happy Easter. Thanks for saying hi. I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. I'll definitely show what I made in the next stream so you can see what it looks like completed. I don't know, before you go, if you're still here, Adam, this will be the next Minecraft video. So stay tuned. Okay, let's see. Ooh, did I put this in the right spot? I did put it in the right spot. Good job. Good job, me. Okay, let's finish up the grays. I remember when me and my sisters would share the one big iPad and play those games. There was this one elevator puzzle game where you had to fix it to get to the next floor. So fun. Yeah. I loved playing those little mini games on my computer when I was little. Like I didn't really grow up with an iPad. I think my brother was more of the iPad kid. I just wasn't. I'm not into iPads. Like I just never liked iPads. I liked having a keyboard and mouse. But my brother, he played Dragon Veil. He played he made vines back then when they first came out with Legos, and I didn't get it. I'm like, what are these 6-second videos? But he was more of the iPad kid. And the games that I did play online were like from Disney Channel, the Disney Channel website. There was like the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody hotel elevator game that I loved. That one was also very silly, and I didn't even watch Sweet Life back then, so I didn't even know who they were. But then once I did see the show, I was like, oh, so that's what that game was about, with Mr. Moseby and London Tipton and going up and down those elevators. And then there was like a sandwich game with Lilo and Stitch or something. Those were some good games. I was more of a Neopets kid. I loved Neopets. Neopets still exists. Like, you can go on to the Neopets website and it's a bit different, but the games are exactly the same as they were from the 2000s. Let me see. I'll do the whites first for the eyes. Yeah, so I don't know, some of the games that I see kids playing, either there's like a monster truck game that they like. A lot of really young kids are already playing those shooter games where they're like Fortnite and those type of things. But I think in general, a lot of kids are still playing things like Roblox and Minecraft. Hopefully, ones that have a little bit of an educational component to it. Did you play cool math games? Are you saying cool math games in general, or is that a website? Because I don't even know if that is a website. So when I was learning how to use computers, this was back in the early 2000s, we would have like a computer period where we would only go to the computer lab. And I remember at my school, it was so beautiful because you would see these old Apple computers that were so colorful, these huge desktop computers, and then you can just pick a color to sit at. And then on those computers, we had some math games, we had some some educational games on there. And they were all downloaded to the computer though, so they weren't websites that we visited. Okay, I'll use this dark purple for the shading down here. Yeah, I learned yesterday from a little girl. I was like, what other websites do you know of to play games? And she's like, oh, there's Poke Games, there's Crazy Games, there's ABC Ya. And I was like, ABC Ya? What is that? ABCYA? She's like, yeah, you can play games from kindergarten to grade 6. And I was like, oh, okay. She was a bit sassy too. Like, she was like, because when I asked her, I'm like, oh, how are you playing Minecraft? She's like, why not? And I was like, oh, I just wanted to know how you're playing it. And she's like, oh, I thought it was banned at the library. I was like, no, why would it be banned? She's like, I found out how to play it at another library, but this is the website. And she showed me some Eagle Craft or something website where she was able to play Minecraft. So I've been very interested now to look into where kids are finding their games online, since they most likely don't have Steam and they don't have any purchased games. Unless their parents are really cool about it and they let them buy games. Even Minecraft, like Minecraft isn't that expensive. It's like $30 and you can play forever. I think it's a good investment for parents to let their kids have a Minecraft account, because they can create so many things. I think they could, well, if they have the Minecraft education version as well, I think they could learn a lot from that. Cool Math Games was the go-to website. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I don't know what math was in those games, but playing these games at school was the funnest thing to do at school. Oh, okay, thank you for letting me know. That's actually some really good information. Cool Math Games. I'll definitely search it up. Another funny story that I don't know if I already said it on stream, but there was one day I was looking at this kid who was playing on his computer, and this is in the kids section of the library, and he was kind of making a fuss. He was like whining. He was like he's like like he was just like he needed something. I don't know. I try not to interfere, especially because his mom was there. So like I kind of just let the mom deal with it, because at the library we're not responsible for the children. The parents are. It's not like a daycare. But the kid kept whining. He's like like I need help. And then and she's speaking a certain dialect of Chinese that I couldn't fully understand, but she was helping her other child, so she couldn't go over to him, and he kept whining and whining, and then kind of he started making a lot of noise that I knew the upstairs study section could definitely hear him whining. So I went over to him. I was like, "What's wrong, buddy? Like what do you need?" And then he's like, I can't play this game. It's in French." And then his sister, she was like, "I know French, but I'm not gonna help you." And he's like, "No, help me, you know French." And I look at the screen, and I was like, "Buddy, this is in Vietnamese. It's not French." And then I was like, let's change the language to English so you can play the game." No wonder he was so frustrated. He couldn't understand what the words were on the screen. But I was just like, that was so funny. Because he was like, "It's in French." And I was like, "No, that's Vietnamese." And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, okay, then help me." And I was like, "No, nobody here knows Vietnamese." So I couldn't help him directly like that. But I showed him, hey, this is how you change the language settings. So he changed the language settings. Then he was playing this game where you had to match the country flag with whichever country it says. So yeah, he was playing that for a bit, and then I was about to leave him to play, and he was like, "What is this? Is this right?" And then I was like, "What does that say?" It says United States, right? You know what's the United States flag? And he's like, "This one." And he points at France. I was like, no, that's not United States. He's like, "Oh wait, no, I know it now." And then he picked the right flag. And then the next one comes up. He's like, "What does this one say?" Like, "This one says China." And he's like, "Is it this one?" And he points at a flag that's completely not China. And I'm like, no, that's not China. I was just a bit surprised. I'm like, dude, you're Chinese. Do you know the Chinese flag? But he was very young, so I'll just say he hasn't learned it yet. But I was like, okay, try again. It's China. China is red. It's a red flag. And then eventually he got it. But I was like, oh my gosh. I wonder when kids learn their geography. And even when they do, like for me, there are still a lot of flags I don't even know which country they're for. So I should brush up on my geography too. But certain ones for sure I would know. I felt like I knew what the United States and China flag were when I was little. But it was really funny. Who put the game in Vietnamese for him? LOL. Yeah, I think he just accidentally clicked the wrong language setting. It's so funny. Working with kids is so funny. It's really cute sometimes. I know some of my colleagues, they're not into it. They don't like interacting with children or doing the kids programs. But I feel like it's really fun to get kids interested in learning and get them to be creative. So I think I fit well with the kids section. And then there was another new hire too at the library. She's older, so she handles the adults and seniors a lot better than I do. Like, at least when she has those customers, it's easier for her to communicate with them because there's no huge age gap. Whenever I'm interacting with seniors and adults, it's not awkward or anything. It's just like, I don't know, it's just different because there's a huge age gap. So like some things they're talking about, I have no idea what they're into. But at least for the children, I can at least talk about things like Minecraft or Pokemon, things that we can all relate to. So yeah, I'm learning lots of things working at a library, and yeah, we'll see how long I work at a library for. Okay, we are so close to finishing Haunter. I just need a few more shadings and then we'll fill her up with the lavender purple. After I finish this live stream, I'm going to have to go and do my civic duty and vote. So we have elections going on, so I'll have to do that after this. Got the opposite from it. I don't know how to talk to kids about my college. When I see a table with like actual adults, I sit with them and it's a lot more comfortable. Yeah, sometimes like if the kids are too young, like a little tiny baby, I really don't know what to say to them, especially when they don't know pop culture things yet. Yeah, I can get that too. It depends what kind of actual... Yeah, it depends what kind of adults you're talking to. I think, if they're like 10 years older than me, the millennials, I get along with millennials really well. But if they're like, I don't know, if they're a lot older, they might not have much in common with me. But I always try to find something in common, like I love gardening or like music, things that anyone can enjoy. And also, like, my concert band is full of seniors, and I get along with some of them. Some of them pretty cool too. But it's not like, I don't know, it's not like we can talk about the Minecraft movie together. But I can definitely talk about the Minecraft movie with teens, young adults, maybe some millennial parents who have young kids too. Yes, sometimes the age gap doesn't matter much. Like my supervisor, at my other job, he's like almost 70 years old, but we talk and get along really well. And then, like, I think it's also because we share the same type of values. Like, we love to help the community. We want to give kids a good experience with their recreation programs, you know. Yeah, it's also, I think it's also good to try. I was talking to my friend after the Avatar The Last Airbender concert about like getting out of your comfort zone, trying new things. And that's something I would like to work on as well this year, is to maybe try some different things, meet different people with different backgrounds, and maybe make new friends and get along with new people. Put myself out there a bit. Who knows? There's so much to experience in this world. So little time. How does Haunter look so far? Do you think this purple's too dark for him? We'll see how it looks once I put in the rest. I'm almost completely out of this one purple too, but I have more for here. I'll get a refill later. Oh, there we go. So close. I need to stretch my back too. How does it look? I hope it's not too dark, this purple. From far away, it looks the same. Like you can tell, right? Oh my gosh, Gengar is even bigger than this, so I'll have to use so many purples. I think I've done I've already done 5 Pokemon that use a lot of purples. So I've done Ekans, Arbok, the snakes, and then I did Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoking. So I'm actually very happy that I'm using purples because I never use these colors. So I can finally use up some of these mini beads. Yeah, the purple is a little dark. I just don't have another one. Yeah, I think artkal could definitely make a shade that's just in between this lavender and this one. Yeah, I think that would be a good addition to have to their collection. Today I was in my Minecraft game trying to look for the piglin so that I could get footage for my next video. And the nether is horrifying. Like, I've never been inside of the nether before in Minecraft, and like I died within a minute of me being in there because I stepped in some lava and I was like, oh no, I don't know how to put out the lava, or like put myself out from the fire. So I died. And then I went back to my base and I brought a bucket of water into the nether, so just in case that happened again. But then when I poured the water, I realized it just evaporated, so water doesn't seem to work in the nether. Yeah, and then just instantly evaporated, which I should have known. But yeah, it was an okay experience entering the nether, trying to look for the piglin. I just turned my game into spectator mode instead, because I didn't want to die again. But that was like the last bit of footage that I needed before I finish up my piglin video. And I'm gonna say tomorrow will be when I release it, so stay tuned for that. And I do want to eventually make a chicken jockey, but I need to make the little zombie. I already have the chicken, and I made a mini Bead zombie, but I need one that looks more like the actual chicken jockey, the little baby zombie. Done. Yes. Okay. It is a bit dark, isn't it? I might have to change this up later. Yeah, I think I might change him up a bit later, but it's okay for now. We'll just leave it like that. I think I'll I'll switch out this. It'll take a while. It's okay. I'll do that later. For now, you'll get this. This is the haunter. Okay, let me see. Gengar. We'll try it with Gengar to see how that would look. Okay, 2/3 of the way done. Anytime I get 3 Pokemon in one stream, it makes it take a while. How long has it been? Well, almost 1.5 hours. Okay. Alright guys, we will finish up the stream with Gengar. I will try to pick better purple for this one. I really don't know. It looks... because this one is too dark, but this one's too light. So what's a girl to do? Or maybe I'll just... I don't know. We'll see. I'll see. I'll try this, because Gengar... let me search up what... because Gengar isn't supposed to be lavender purple. It's supposed to be like a really bluish dark purple. Yeah, actually I won't change it. Because Gengar is not lavender, you know? Gengar and Haunter too. He's not lavender. It is supposed to be that dark purple. So we'll keep it for now. And then, yeah, hopefully it will look good. One of the drinks that you can get at the Pokemon Cafe in Tokyo is a Gengar drink. It even lights up too. It's like a grape slushy, and the cup has Gengar's face on it, and they add like little cookies and stuff to make the ears. It's so cute. The Pokemon Cafe, I definitely recommend going to if you're ever in Japan. There's one in Osaka, one in Tokyo. I think just 2. So the one I booked for my brother and I in May is the Osaka location, because I've already been to Pokemon Cafe Tokyo, so I really wanted to try the Osaka location. And because I've already had the curry dish at the Pokemon Cafe, it's you're pretty much eating a Pikachu. Like I have to show you a picture of it one day, but it's so cute. It's like a Pikachu sleeping on a bed of curry. Actually, let me see if I can find it. I really need to show you this because it's so unique. And I love the Pokemon Cafe. I highly recommend going to it if you can. Here it is. This is what I ordered. Do you see that? It's Pikachu on a bed of curry, and then a Squirtle seafood dish, and then there's a little hamburger with a Pokeball. It was so good. And then these were the drinks that I got. It's Sprigatito, a cookie Sprigatito, and Fuecoco. It was so cute. So I can't wait to experience that again with my brother. Last time I went with my friends, and that one was really fun because we all got I think we all got the Pikachu curry, yeah. And we went in with low expectations for the food because people usually say that these themed cafe foods aren't really good. But I liked it. I thought it was fine. It wasn't like, I don't know. It was a little cold actually, the rice, but I think just because it was a Pokemon experience, I was just very happy overall. My movie viewers didn't throw popcorn during Chicken Jockey, but they clapped at the end of the movie, which I thought was funny. Yeah, when I went to see the Minecraft movie, like, I know people said Flint and Steel, and I was like, wait, what is going on? How did they know he would say that? Because I didn't watch any of the trailers really, or I didn't remember what was in the trailers. But everyone was like Flint and Steel, and then when Chicken Jockey came out, it was a very just quiet. Maybe a few kids were like Chicken Jockey, because I think my theater there were a lot more young children. There weren't teenagers. Nobody threw popcorn at all. It was very respectful. At the end, the little kids, they did clap as well. I was like, oh, that's so cute. But the videos I've seen of the Minecraft movie where people are like going completely bananas. Like I saw somebody brought a chicken, an actual chicken, saw the ones where they were throwing the popcorn everywhere and like causing a huge ruckus. It was bad. They should not be acting like that. But yeah, like it totally would have ruined my movie experience if I saw that. I don't know if you've seen there's a video where Jack Black actually visited a theater. He was like, "Don't throw the popcorn." And when they say chicken jockey, and then he was like, "I am Steve," and then revealed himself to the audience. Like, that was pretty cool. Imagine you just go to a theater to watch a movie and then one of the actual actors pops out. Early viewings were chill, but later it got crazier. At the same time, I didn't go to no IMAX theater. Yeah, I went on the first day that the movie came out, so I think that was when things were a bit more chill. Yeah, hopefully the theater that I went to didn't have those problems. I watched just standard version because I have a subscription to the movie theater. I get a ticket every month, but I never use them, so I have like 10 of them in my account. So I need to go watch more movies. Yeah, I don't usually watch. I've never seen an IMAX movie actually. Is it just like bigger? I don't even know what's the difference. There's also something at my theater called a D box. I think it makes the experience more immersive. I don't know what they do, but it costs like $7 more. So I don't know. Is it worth the $7 to sit in a special red chair in the same theater? IMAX is also more expensive, and then I don't need to see it in 3D either, so I just watched the regular movie. I would cry if I saw Jack Black. Oh yeah, Jack Black is great. I love him from School of Rock. That was my first introduction to him. And then we all knew him as Kung Fu Panda. What other movie was he in? I know him more as Mr. Schneebly. Nacho Libre. Oh, I don't think I've seen that movie. I know of it though. I never watched it. I didn't get a chance to. What else is he in? No, yeah, I only know him as Mr. Schneebly and Poe. Now, Steve. Never in a million years did I think Jack Black would be Steve from Minecraft. I never even thought that Minecraft would ever have a live action movie, so it's always a surprise. At least it's better than the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action movie. I will tell you that. That is on my top 5 movie list, and there isn't a single year I haven't rewatched that movie. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll borrow that from the library to see what that's all about. Is he like a wrestler or something? I feel like I vaguely remember. I've seen like commercials for it back, way back. And he has a mustache or something. Why do I don't know if I'm remembering that correctly. Was that before? Was that before School of Rock? School of Rock was already a really old movie. He's a Mexican wrestler, but if you haven't seen it, it's the best movie to see. Spoiler free. Okay. I will watch it. I will check it out. I actually haven't watched a movie in so long. Only the Minecraft movie was the most recent one, like in a long time. I feel like a lot of the movies in the theaters just aren't hitting. Like, I just don't feel like watching them, even though I have so many tickets I could use. I'm actually interested to see. I'm very excited for the How to Train Your Dragon one coming out in June. I saw the poster right beside the Minecraft one, and it looks really good. I just hope the actual acting and like story isn't cut too much from the original movie. I mean, from the books, the animated movie probably already cut a lot, so the live action, I hope they don't add anything unnecessary or like take out anything. But from the trailer that I've seen, it looks pretty good. Looks promising. Okay, let's do Gengar's little smile. Ooh, will I have enough white beads? Look at this. Just a few left. Yeah, I haven't seen any movies caught my eye. I just hate movies where you can predict everything that happens. I guess that was the Minecraft movie, but it gets an excuse for being Minecraft. I guess so, yeah. Well, yeah, the Minecraft movie was a very typical kids movie. Like, you definitely knew what was coming. Was there any part that surprised me in the Minecraft movie? Yeah, actually, just the villager and vice principal storyline that surprised me. But other than that, the rest of the story, yeah, they save the day type of thing. There's no way that they don't. But it's a kids movie, so my standards aren't too high for them. 2, 3. What else is coming out? There's nothing. There's like, I feel like these days everything that's coming out in theaters is some sort of thriller, scary movie, which I'm not personally into. I really don't like scary things. But yeah. We'll see once the How to Train Your Dragon movie comes out. We'll see if... You know what? There was already like an announcement for a How to Train Your Dragon 2 movie live action before the first one even came out. I saw that the other day and I was like, what? The first one didn't even come out yet. How are you already announcing a sequel? I think it was good that How to Train Your Dragon ended with 3 movies. I don't think they could have gone to a 4th one. Because what happens when you go to 4, the 4th one is like, it's pushing it, you know? The Kung Fu Panda 4 was very, like, not as good as number 1 and 2. 3 was okay, but it was already starting to, like, lose its touch, you know? So I wouldn't overdo it with all of these sequels. Shrek 5 also I heard is coming out, and then who knows how that will turn out. I think I only watched the first Shrek. I never even watched the other ones. But I know a lot of people really like the Sonic movies. So I would love to watch those too. I will borrow them eventually from the library. Oh, it's already 7 p.m. What time is it for you? I always don't know when is the best time to stream for people, because sometimes it might be too early in different parts of the world, or it could be too late. For me, this is a good time in the evening, Friday evening. Oh, 4 p.m. for you, Tony. That's a good time, I guess. Thanks for spending your time here. I know there's so many other things you could be doing, but really glad that somebody's here. The newest Transformers movie was good, and a couple months ago I watched it on a fluke and it was magical. Nothing about Transformers. Newest Transformers. Is Shia LaBeouf in that? I know the original Transformers, Shia LaBeouf was there. The CGI was really good from the clips I've seen. I should watch those. I have never seen the original Marvel movies like Iron Man, Captain America, any of those superhero ones, except for Endgame and Shang-Chi. I know, it's so backwards. I was never into the Marvel Cinematic Universe or superheroes, because when those movies first came out, I was at the age where I thought violence and fighting were too scary. I didn't like to see blood or people getting hurt, so I just never watched those. But now I can watch them. Now I love action movies, and I'm always like, oh yeah, hit him, bang bang, fight, get him. And then like I love seeing action movies now. It's just back then I was not into it. And then for Endgame, which is like the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe from like for like the Avengers and everything. That one I will also watch that on a fluke, because my friend got an extra ticket. He invited me, and then my other friend, her sister couldn't go, so she invited me too. So I watched Endgame twice in theaters with no clue about any of the Avengers or who Ant-Man or Spider-Man, what their stories were. watching the old Marvel movies in order on Disney Plus is fun. Yeah, I've been told by many people to that they recommended me to watch in order. So if I had Disney Plus, I would. I don't have that subscription. I don't subscribe to any of the streaming networks. I only have Amazon Prime Video because my brother has an Amazon account, an Amazon Prime account. But other than that, I never had Netflix. I never had Hulu. I had Paramount Plus at one point because I got a deal to try it out for 3 months. And with that one, I watched the entire iCarly series, as well as the new iCarly season 1 and 2. That was when they were adults. What is your favorite Marvel movie? Which one would you recommend? Who's your favorite Marvel character? Still think these aren't the right shades of purple to use, but it's gonna be okay. I think I'll roll with this. Can't decide between the Iron Man movies and Guardian of the Galaxy. Guardians, because it's more new. Oh. Guardians has a pretty cool soundtrack, I heard, because in my band we played some of the songs from Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like the tunes. But Iron Man, he's really cool. From what I've seen from Endgame, Iron Man's pretty cool. Tony Stark. I wish I had the ability to learn how to engineer those type of things. Robotics. Some people actually make Iron Man suits that work. And they look really cool. Age of Ultron's my favorite movie out of all of them. People say it's not good. Ultron is awesome. Age of Ultron. Is that from Transformers? I feel like that's a Transformers movie. You're not talking about Marvel now, right? Let me see. Age of Ultron? That sounds like a Transformers movie, but... Oh, it's Avengers. Age of Ultron. Oh, okay. Ultron sounds like a robot. But it looks like... Oh yeah, I guess there is this character that looks kind of like a creepy robot. Oh, wait, how do I not even know that was an Avengers movie? Is that Avengers? I guess there's Avengers 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't know the names of them. I'm just worried if I start a Marvel movie, I'm gonna have to watch all of them I'm the type of person, if I start something, I'll have to do all of it eventually. Which is why I'm so glad I started this Pokemon challenge. Because since I've started, I have to make all 151 of the Pokemon or else it's not a full set. So if I start Iron Man, or any of the beginning of the Marvel universe, I am afraid I will not be able to stop. I'll have to know what happens to all of them. But since I watched Endgame first, that one I didn't understand in the first place what most of the things were, like what they were talking about or what was going on. So that one I kind of just forget about. But if I start the Avengers or Iron Man, I'm worried I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, I definitely binge. When I had Netflix from my roommate, who it was her Netflix account, but she let us borrow it. I watched all 10 seasons of Friends in one semester in university. Like, I had to know what happened next. I couldn't stop. And that was just a normal sitcom. It wasn't even like a huge story to it or anything. But yeah, hopefully I can get into it slowly and just be mindful of how much I am consuming so I can do it little by little, not all at once. I've already run out of this purple thing. I have a bunch more. I'll refill it. We're so close to finishing. I'm so glad that we got the Gastly set. This is a really cool Pokemon to do. And maybe I can bring Gengar to Japan to take a photo. I should definitely bring some of them, yeah, so I can take pics at the Pokemon Center. Now would be such a good time to use the artkal bead tweezers that the new ones they have for mini beads. I could just ask them if they could send me a pair. But I already have another package that they sent me earlier that I haven't even opened yet, so I'll open those first. During the stream, I also work on beads because I've been lacking on making them. So it's nice to have a dedicated time to do them. Oh, that's so great! This is like a little beading club. I think that's something I've always thought about. Like I could do a Perler bead club type of thing where we keep each other company as we do these projects. Because when I started doing this, nobody I knew did them. Like nobody I knew did Perler beads. I didn't know a single person who has ever tried. I still don't know a single person in my life who does this. I mean, I know there were some YouTubers back then when I first started who Like we talked to each other and we had a little community there. But they've all grown up too and don't post anymore. So I don't know. I don't know anyone else who does it. So it's kind of cool that I can do this with somebody else at least. And then the other place I can do it is at the library whenever I host my own little Perler Bead, make your own Perler Bead events. I think a lot of libraries actually do this because they have summer camps and they need to find a way to get kids to focus on something that isn't too loud, and it's quite fun because they can make all sorts of designs. The day I meet somebody who also does Perler Bead art in my life, like in face to face, I will be like, whoa, where have you been? I know there are people around Toronto who do it. There has to be. I just haven't met them. The only time I've seen Perler outside of my room was on a basketball court. There was a couple on the floor. And then I was like, oh my gosh, somebody else does this. Yeah, I can relate to that because one time I was out in the middle of a forest in a camp. And then near the archery grounds where there's like a kids area with picnic tables, and that's where they do their archery programs. I saw on the floor, I was like, is this a Perler Bead thing? Why is this in the middle of a forest? And I guess it was from the kids who were coming from summer camp doing them, and then they just dropped it in the forest. I also, I've seen a few kids with Perler Bead keychains on their backpacks, which was really nice to see. Because I'm like, oh yes, that means they were doing it at school, or maybe their parents showed them. One thing I would love to see one day is if somebody had like a design that was created by me, because I have a whole bunch of designs for keychains, and then the 3D figures. If I ever see anyone up close and personal with that, I think that would be really cool. But no, I've yet to see that, because I feel like a lot of my viewers are not even from Canada. They're from the United States, from UK. I don't know. Like, I don't think many of my viewers are actually Canadian like I am. So it's hard to see. Let me see what else. Where are my white beads? Wow, it took almost 2 hours for this one. Oh, I gotta hurry up, or else the polls are gonna close. Yeah, in case you didn't know, there is a federal election going on in Canada. It's a big one, so today everyone can go out to vote. Oh wait, I'm not even using the right one. And I actually, the first job that I ever did in my life I was a poll worker. Like, I worked for the at the polls for the federal election 4 years ago. So this was just when the pandemic started to die down a bit. And yeah, 2021, 4 years ago. So there was a federal election, and my job at the polls was just to help register people whose their voter cards had some sort of error, or like needed to change the address or something. It was such a chill job, and I loved that I made so much money on that one day, because they pay you overtime. And since the voting, like the period is like, it took like 12 hours for me to work, at least 12, maybe 14 hours for me to be at the polls, and like we had to be part of counting the ballots and stuff. So we got a lot of overtime hours, and I made a lot of money that day. It was just one day, and I got paid to be trained on how to collect people and how to check people's IDs and stuff like that. Because we're poll workers, we have to remain impartial. We cannot show support for any one party. So we had to be mindful to wear like no specific color. Because in Canada, our parties have different colors. There's like orange, red, blue, green. I don't know. Is there purple? I don't know. There's different colors. But we're not supposed to wear any color when you're working at the polls, so that you don't show any sort of bias towards one party. And so I wore like a white shirt or black or gray sweater. But there was one lady, I don't know, she just didn't follow the rules. She like, you could see she was wearing a very specific color, and she was working the polls. I don't know if that was her way to show which party she was supporting, or like she just did it unintentionally. But that's the only time when colors do mean something. So we have to remain what's it called, bipartisan, or I don't know. We have to show that we aren't leaning towards any one group. That was my first ever job that I got hired to do, was to work the federal election. And I even got an email this time. They were like, "Oh, you worked at the polls before. Do you want to come back?" And I was like, "Nope. No, thank you. I'm not doing that anymore. It's 14 hours. And then I have to count like a bunch of ballots." It was fun though. It was a good first job. Oh, I got some of my friends to try it out, but they do one and never again. Currently, I don't even want for your friend. Oh, you're such a good friend. Yeah, I don't think any of my friends have ever shown interest in it. Like, I would totally let them try it, but I don't think they have the patience. And I don't know how much they like video game culture or like pop culture things. So I don't know if they would ever want to try it. I should ask, actually. I never asked. Or maybe I did ask, and I could kind of feel like they were like, not too into it. So a little sad, but it's okay. We get along and talk about other things. Oh my gosh. This Gengar doesn't look that good, honestly. I don't like how it looks like. What is it? It has like a bald spot. Like it looks like a, yeah. It doesn't look that great with that. It's just too needed to blend more. Maybe I should just make it all purple. You know what? Maybe I'll change it to this one later. It just looks like he has a shiny, nice bald head. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? It's just because the contrast is too much. It's too much. If I changed it to this one though, would it work? I think that might work better actually. Yeah, I think if I did that... Balding Gengar sounds pretty good. I don't know. I think... I mean, it's the right color if you look at the reference photo. The lavender is the right one for that top of the head. It's just the rest of it isn't quite the same as the reference photo, which is... Yeah, this color here is too dark. I just don't have the right one, but it's okay. I'll just keep it at that for now. I don't have time to switch it all out for now. I'll see you later after I vote. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Right. We've got Gengar, Haunter, and come on, fit. Gastly. Which one looks the best out of all three? I'd say Gastly. Gastly looks pretty cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, Gengar. This is so wrong. I'll fix it. I will fix it later. It's okay. It's okay. For now, we'll keep it at that. And now, a very exciting next activity. This is what I look forward to every week. We're gonna open up this beautiful pack of Pokemon Cyber Judge cards. I also found some of my old cards that are hollows. I put them in a stack of cards that were supposed to be reverse hollows, but then I realized, oh, these are all actually hollows. So I'm gonna put these in my binder. Yeah, I'll do that next time. It kind of looks like the light above him is really bright, so the shadow on his body is really dark. Yeah, that's kind of... Looks like he's having like there's a headlamp. Like he has a lamp just shining right on his head. Yeah, I wanted to like put these into my Pokemon card binders, but I don't have time today. I think I'll just open up the Cyber Judge and we'll do that next time. Alright, ready for this pack. Actually, I don't know. Oh, these packs are like... They're very... I actually don't know what's the trick for Japanese Pokemon cards. Let me see if there's like a trick to get the hollow. Japanese Pokemon cards trick. So for English cards, it's 4 on the back, 1 to the front. Okay, so according to the internet, when I open up this pack, I just need to put 1 to the front. I know I would just cut it, but I like to keep the whole pack intact so that I can still keep the art. I think this one's a bit difficult to do that. Oh my gosh. I think I'll just cut it at the bottom here. And be careful not to cut the cards. Cut here. Okay, where's the back and the front? Okay. Here. Wow, Japanese Pokemon cards. Wow. Yeah, I knew they had like a different back to it. Wow. My first time opening Japanese Pokemon cards. So they said, what did they say? One to the front? Let me see again. One to the front. So I take this one and put it at the front. Because there's only 5 cards in a Japanese pack, isn't that? Oh my gosh, it's this girl. What does this say? Peru no Magokoro. I don't know if I said that correctly. This one is Sapoto Torenazu. Peru no Magokoro. I don't know what that means. Ooh, Metang. Metang. This is actually my last name. Tang. Metang. Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. These cards are... they're silver. The borders. Ooh. How do I say this? It's not Pineco. This one is something. Oh, I forgot this. Kugi da. I forgot this katakana. Alright, next. Ooh. Irebi. Irebi? It's this dude. Elekid. Or no, Electabuzz, not Elekid. Irebi. 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 I don't know. Okay, and then... who is this? Tetsunawadachi? Tetsunawadachi. I don't know if I'm saying these correctly. I don't know this Pokemon. It's a new one. Mirai. Something Mirai. Oh my gosh. Juarukoa. I'm really bad at reading this katakana. Or is this is hiragana, right? Wait, no. This is kono Pokemon ni tsuiteru ineruki o 1個選び、ベンチポケモンに付け替える。I don't know what I just read. And the last... this is the last card. Oh. Oh. That was it. Wow. This was... this was $5? Oh my gosh. That's expensive for these Japanese Pokemon cards. It was $5 for this, I think, and it came with 5 cards. Why are they so expensive in Japan? I think I really like the Metang and the Electabuzz. I just wish I wish I could. Wait, no. These are worth the $1 each because I am using them to practice my Japanese. This one says beam. Metal mecha. Metal mecha. 自分の班に1回使える I'm so bad at this. I can't read these. Biriri. This is Biriri punch, I think. Oh, what does this say? Utsukaru? I don't know. I don't know what they say. But that was no holo, unfortunately. Just 5 regular cards, but they're all in Japanese, so that's pretty cool. Bus hoiru. This is what I need Duolingo for. At least Duolingo will tell me what these. Let me see. The kana. So you can learn the characters. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is katakana. So that would be pass ho pass hoiru pass hoiru. That says pass hoiru. Okay. Yeah, this is katakana, so it's a katakana usually is used for words that sound more like English. And the hiragana, like this would be hiragana. Hiragana would be an actual like a Japanese word I wouldn't even know the meaning to if I read it. Usually, in general, I think. Right? Yeah, this one is hiragana butsukaru. Butsukaru. So I don't even know what that would mean because it doesn't even sound like an English word. This one is beam, so it's beam. And this one, and then all of this was metang. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can read this guy's name. Tetsu no wadachi. Tetsu no wadachi. Let me just search up the English name. Tetsu no wadachi. Wait, it is Dawn Fan, isn't it? Is this not Dawn Fan? English. Wait. Oh, this Pokemon's name is called Iron Treads. Pokemon names. Pokemon have 2 names now, like Iron Tread. Like it has 2 words in its name. Iron Treads is a Pokemon name. Iron Treads sounds like a move. Is this not? This guy looks like Dawn Fan to me. Iron Treads is a ground steel type Pokemon introduced in Generation 9. It is Great Tusk's counterpart. What is a Great Tusk? Oh no, this is already the new age of Pokemon that I don't know. It's okay. Anyway, that is it for the stream. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me butcher these Japanese words. Rationing pack. Yeah, this is a really small pack, but overall, I would say it's pretty good for my first Japanese one. I got a Kuometang, and I got this girl. Alright, thank you so much for watching the stream. See you guys next week, and I will finally be opening up my Charizard EX collection box of Pokemon cards. And so stay tuned soon for my Piglin tutorial. See you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye! Thanks so much, Tony. See you!